The Low Road is the 22nd episode of Beast Wars, airing February 10th, 1997. In it, Rhinox is infected with a thing, Rat Trap and Dinobot have to go and find a thing to cure it, and shenanigans ensue. The episode opens with Rat Trap and Dinobot having to deal with weeds. Rat Trap is using one of Optimus's swords. Prominent shot of Dinobot's scrumptious ass. After being missing for 2 episodes, Inferno finally makes a reappearance. And even Air-Razor does. Rhinox's guns do spit shells, so they are, in fact, shooting bullets instead of lasers. Rhinox gets hit with a thing which will eventually discharge all of his energy, which is honestly kind of a horrifying thought, given that it's basically making him bleed forcibly, especially given that it's energon, so it will cause lots of explosions. Even if the episode doesn't take it serious and he's getting comical hiccups and doing silly faces with it. It should also be noted that Tarantulas is thinking smart because he's trying to take out the strongest Maximals, because originally he was aiming at Dinobot. Rat Trap and Dinobot are sent out to find the antidote during some of their worst bickering, and even Primal realizes what's going on and he doesn't even care if they kill themselves doing it. The two find an entrance into Tarantulas' lair via slide, and it really needs some waxing because Dinobot is like skidding and sparks are flying, dude. Come on. Tarantulas apparently encodes his steps. Somehow. The Predacons find their way into Tarantulas' lair, which I thought was like a secret, but whatever. He has a spare Waspinator arm somehow, and a printed out photo of Megatron with darts in it. How did he get the photo printed out, or where did he even get darts?
A bargaining chip should remain in play until the game is over. Yes.
Why do you always talk to yourself?
I simply have a penchant for intelligent conversation.
Okay, that's the funniest joke of the episode. Dinobot references Silicon Valhalla, referencing both Silicon Valley and Valhalla. I'm not entirely sure if he's being serious, but knowing the fandom, it probably is, and this is like Transformer canon, that this is Transformer heaven. Rhinox decides to eat the wild beans from the beginning of the episode.
Wild bean vines. Hard to digest.
Are you serious?
Oh, no. Not that.
Thanks to Rhinox's sacrifice, he managed to take out the Predacons. Unfortunately, he also wiped out the rest of the Maximals. The Beast Wars ended that day in a draw. There were no survivors. No, despite Rhinox's energy discharges punching holes through the Axelon earlier, everyone is fine, despite blowing up. Going by where the explosion went off, they're either in somewhere in Chad or somewhere in Sudan. Okay, that's kind of funny that the antivirus is like a beer hat, and Rat Trap in a hard hat. This is widely regarded as the worst episode of Beast Wars, and it kind of deserves it. The entire episode was just one big build-up for a fart joke, and not to be that guy and say farts are never funny, but this really isn't. All the best jokes of the episode are in spite of it. It's always fun seeing Scott McNeil yelling at himself with Dinobot and Rat Trap. But overall, this just feels less like a real episode of Beast Wars and like some weird fanfiction you found on AO3 or DeviantArt. And like a really gross one. Especially for being one of the last 5 episodes of the season, it just feels wrong. 3 out of 10.
No, go past this part. In fact, never play this again.